Well, hey friends, I wanted to make a quick video about something that I've been really wanting to share for a long time that has only been possible because of where I'm at in my business. But first, I want to bring you into the shed because it's been a little bit since I've talked about this. And the cool part is we have got power now. So there's no air conditioning yet, it's nice and hot, but what's fun is you get to watch me set up for the first time some lights I need to plug in to make this video look good. And I just plug them into the wall. It's gonna be great. Let me get set, then I'll tell you what's going on. You see that right there? That is one of the number one reasons that I wanted this space. For so many years, I've been having my creative space set up in a spot where anytime I did a project, when it was time to do anything else, like ready for dinner, time to go to bed, anything, I would have to spend all my time cleaning up that thing. And so whenever I was going to work on it, I would either have to start and set things up or tear things down and spend most of my creative energy and my time on just the setup and tear down of that. And that's one of the things that I'm looking for in this space. This part over here where I'm sitting is designed to be a mess. I want to have a 3D printer here one day and be at the point where if I'm needing to tinker with stuff or mess around with different projects, when it's time for me to move on to something else or I get stuck, instead of having to put everything away, it can live there and then I can have a space where I can go and have a conversation with you like this. That is one of the number one things I'm looking forward to about having this shed fully finished. So that's coming soon. I cannot wait to talk to you about it. But for right now in this video, the one thing that I want to talk to you about is something that I've wanted for a long time, and that's this. What's in this box, you may ask? It's not a box, it's a bag, silly. What's in the bag? Essentially, this is a custom in-ear monitor with comm set. So if you are unfamiliar with what custom in-ears are, it is basically something that you've probably seen many times even if you didn't know what it was. These two earbuds are actually much more than earbuds. They use a technology called drivers, and they use multiple drivers per ear to essentially break up the highs, mids, and lows. There's more technology we could talk to you about that, but for lack of a better term, or without going into too much detail, these let musicians hear themselves on stage. I liken it to something where, say you're a contractor who uses two drills. You have a drill to actually drill your hole, and then you've got a drill to actually drive your screw in. It's something where, is it a necessity? No, but having it is just game changing. And so for years, I've wanted my own set of custom in-ear monitors, specifically because when I do music stuff, they're really great to have and they're comfortable. But what happened years ago was a company called Ultimate Ears made a product called UE COMM. And without plugging it all in, essentially what happens is I can take my in-ears, put them on here, put this into my ear, and now I have a custom comm headset. So again, why is this important? Well, when I'm on a show or doing an event or any sort of film project where I need to be on intercom with the rest of the team, usually they're long shows and I could be wearing this thing for like 10 to 14 hours. It's very common for at least 8 hours at a time. When you don't have one of these, you're essentially wearing a large set of headphones on your head, and those things dig into your head. They'll give you headaches, especially the single-ear ones. You'll have an indent in the side of your head after time, and it's just a mess. So I've always wanted something like this, but again, when am I gonna have the money to drop on them? And when am I gonna have that opportunity? And for years, I just never did. And I said, that's fine, I'll use other things, that's great. But until recently, just a couple of months ago, this guy came in and I absolutely love it. And I want to tell you the story about how it finally made its way to me. So for years after wanting a pair of in-ears and now comm headset for myself, it finally happened. How did it happen? Well, over the past couple of years, I've been working on shows with my friend Corey. He owns a company called The Creation Group, and he's hired me a couple of different times to help him both on the back end of running his business, as well as on shows to help him produce different parts of it. And naturally, when you're on a show, you talk about gear with different people because that's what we do. We're looking around, there's some cool gear, some cool stuff going on. Let's talk about it. And I guess after enough times of me being like, oh, it'd be so cool to have one of these, he already has one as well. At the end of that show, because it was it was a little crazy. A lot of things changed. We worked hard, but we made it happen. And at the end, as a way of saying thank you, Corey actually bought these for me. And so thanks to him, I actually have now a pair of custom molded in-ears. And not just that, but I have the custom comm headset to go with it. So for me, this is not just a piece of gear. It actually represents a milestone in my life and my creative business, which of course it is also a cool piece of gear. Let's not kid ourselves. To me, what it represents is the leap of faith that I took to leave my full-time job and start working for myself, and also a sign that it's working. There's a lot of fear when you start working for yourself. You're not sure how it's going to go, but here I am at the point where not only am I confident in actually making it work, but I'm finding little things that I never thought would be possibilities are now coming to me. And not only is this is not just a piece of gear that I bought, this was a gift somebody gave me that marks a milestone in my own business. And it also strengthens that relationship between Corey and myself. And I just think that's the most profound thing. And I think it's my favorite part of working for myself is these little things that pop up. And yeah, again, this is just a thing that do I need this? No, of course not. Is it really cool? Yes. And for me, it has truly become that milestone, that marker of not success in my business, but this journey that I'm on of being able to work for myself while still having a family, pursuing the things that I love and that I care about. And even in that, thinking that I was gonna have to sacrifice some of the things that I wanted to make this happen. The fact that I'm able to do this and some of the things that I've always had as dreams, like something small like this, or even just a creative space like the shed, starting to come together is what I want the story of working for myself to be about. And I want you to be a part of that journey too. So 2 follow-ups, of course, would love to just get to know you. I'm not a subscribe to my channel, that kind of thing. I would actually just love to get coffee with you. That could be virtual coffee, that could be in person. Either drop a comment, send me a DM wherever you're watching this, or just hit me up on my website. Let's grab coffee. I want to get to know about your journey as you get to know about my journey. And then secondly, go check out my buddy Corey's stuff over at creationgroup.com. I'll leave a link somewhere around this video. I don't know where it's going to be on YouTube or Instagram, wherever it's going to be. But Creation Group is they're doing awesome stuff. And Corey is a person that I've met who sees and knows and cares about people doing excellent work with him, but also taking care of those people. And so I just always want to give a shout out to my buddy Corey and say, thank you for this. Thank you for being awesome. And thank you for being part of my journey. He's awesome. You're awesome. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you in another one coming soon. For the record, I love making these little videos and playing with all this stuff, but good grief, the shed does not yet have air conditioning in it, and it is right now 88 degrees outside. So I love the shed. It now has power. I get to use it for things, but golly, is it hot in here.